All right, everybody, it's a little bit windy here again today. I'm gonna take you down and kind of show you guys my turkey setup. I've already got the blind out and the chair. I don't really have any camera equipment down there because it's supposed to rain starting tomorrow all the way through the weekend, and season starts on Monday. So I'm hoping to get down there. I might brush in the blind a little bit better, and I'll kind of show you what I'm running this year. And anyways, just get ready to see what we're doing. Alright, so I'm down here in my bottoms. As you can see, we're a long ways from the house. It is all the way up that way. Actually, I guess it's that way. It's up there. It's probably about a half mile or more away. But what we've done is my farmers come in and planted for me. We just got corn put in. So my food plot now, all the way to the other end, the next tree line is going to be corn. So it's going to be about 2 or 3 acres worth of corn for these deer come hunting season. And I'm going to put strips in it like I did last year in my beans. I'm going to put strips in it. Purple top turnips is what will be planted in those strips. They'll be as wide as my skid steer. And I'll mow it, constantly mow them all through the summer, then spray, then disc, then plant is the plan come August. So without further ado, this is my turkey setup. This corner of my property is probably my best corner for turkeys, or my best opportunity for my turkeys, because my neighbor over here has about 20 more acres of timber, and the neighbor past him has about another 40 to 50 acres of timber. All our timbers connect, and I'm sitting on about 20 to 25 acres myself of timber. That's why when I deer hunt, I typically don't cross this creek. I let the deer come over and eat my food plots, and that's how I get a hold of them. But anyways, this is going to be my turkey setup this year, and it is a fast strike blind that I put grass in, and it's not very tall, but it has the grass in it, and then I've got my chair in there already too, just because I don't have a need to haul it in or out every time. I did last year get an encounter with a tom out here. He was probably about 200 or 300 yards, maybe 2 that way, just on the outside of my food plot. He was in the ag field, but there was no ag in it yet because it was going to be planted in beans, and that didn't get planted until towards the end of May last year. So turkey season was already over when I saw him. But I know this corner, put a decoy out. I went on opening day last year, had a bunch of deer come along the tree line here, and I set up on this tree that's still standing right there. I did a bunch of hinge cutting and tree cutting this winter. I'm planning on doing more next year because I want to plant persimmons, pears, all types of different trees for the deer. And I feel like any attraction I can give them to get out of the timber and onto my food plot in the evenings is going to be instrumental to get an opportunity to have a chance at killing one. Because I know neither one of my neighbors that own more timber than I do, they don't really bow hunt, and they do not put out any food plots or anything to help the deer population at all. I went over there 2 falls, did a bunch of hinge cutting, probably cut down 600 to 800 trees, hinge cut and just cut trees down, and I also did the same thing this winter. So there's been kind of overhauling the trees in there is what I've been doing. But anyways, this is the turkey setup that I'm going to be running, and I plan on just sitting in here, getting down in my chair, having my blind right there, right in front of me, and more or less the camera. Sorry, it's a little shaky right now. But we're gonna have the camera right here probably, and we're gonna just have it set up right here just like this. I'll have a different lens on this camera. It'll be a zoom camera. Probably have the decoy somewhere in this vicinity if I had to guess, and then it'd probably be about 10 yards away. I've got 4 or 5 different turkey decoy setups we could do. I got a full strut decoy, and then I've got a Jake, I've got a breeder hen, a feeder hen, and an active hen. So we've got a bunch of different scenarios I can try this spring to try to get one of them. But this is primarily probably going to be where I set up, and the main reason is because if 9 times out of 10 the turkeys that come onto my property don't stay. They're coming from my neighbor's property, and the reason I want to set up here is because I can see back behind me on my neighbor's property still, and then I can hear them, see them coming from a pretty good distance away, and then hopefully get an opportunity at them once they hop the fence. There is a fence that they have to cross because my direct neighbor owns cattle, so I have to take that into consideration. I mean, I'm not going to shoot a cow or anything with my bow because it wouldn't kill them for starters, it just hurt them. But anyways, that's kind of the scenario we're going to go after this year with turkeys. And then this fall, as the year goes on, I'll make some more videos about deer updates and stuff like that. I'll probably have some trail camera photos. I had a real good buck last year. He was here all summer long. He was bedding in the beans. I found him with a spotting scope. He was a really nice looking, and his bases were like the size of soda pop cans. And once bow season came, he was gone mid-September, and I didn't get pictures of him until I think it was almost a month and a half. He was gone. I don't know if he was actually bedding in my timber or what. He did survive, and I got pictures of him in October after I had already taken my buck, the one that ended up, I think, bullying him out is what I believe to have happened, because he showed up and that buck disappeared last year. So I think what he did was he just moved a different range because that buck bullied him out of here, because that buck realized what good opportunity there was here, and I took my shot at that buck, got him, and then he started popping back up on camera. It would have been towards the end of October, and then in November he showed up a couple times. He never daylighted until we got a snowstorm towards the end of December, and he showed up, and right before the snow he showed up, ate some of my beans, ate some of my purple top turnips, then left. And now I had him in February. He still had antlers on, and I did not find his sheds this year. So I'm hoping maybe I find his sheds again. I'm gonna keep looking a little bit and do some mushroom hunting too, because mushrooms are popping now too. But that's kind of the plan for the turkey hunting setup. This grass is about right here, which means I could pull my bow back, and this would be about the comfortablest spot to get that turkey. Right like this, where my hand is where the handle of the bow would be. So the grass might be a little bit in the way, but not much. And yeah, other than that, I wanted to do a ground blind this year, but I felt like doing a fast strike blind, making it a little bit harder, maybe a little bit more exposed, a little bit more camera options too, because I've got camera arms, and I'm right next to this little tree right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm right next to this tree right here, this little guy. I could put a strap on this and put a camera arm on it if I wanted to, and have a camera arm flailing out this way, so it's got more options for me as far as camera equipment goes, because I want to get as good a footage as I can. But other than that though, I mean, this really should be hopefully a pretty good setup this spring for some turkeys, is what I'm hoping for. Get the Matthews out and keep shooting. Been practicing my butt off, trying to get dialed in. I'm really hoping I can finish these turkeys a tom and get a nice one with a headlopper broadhead, one of those Magnus bullhead broadheads. But anyways, that's my setup, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.